Parks, beaches, and open spaces are some of the most coveted resources in San Diego, but the state's huge budget deficit is taking its toll on local state parks and beaches. KPBS reporter Sharon Heilbrunn tells us how this could impact both the quality of life in San Diego and its economy.
If you live in San Diego, chances are you've enjoyed spending time here and here. San Diego is known for its beautiful parks and beaches, but recent state budget cuts are taking a toll on these destinations. In Old Town, open restrooms are harder to find and museums are closing on a rotating basis 1 day a week. State campgrounds and beaches have felt the pinch as well.
In San Diego County, the North County area, all those state parks, we've had about a $2.1 million budget cut. From a management standpoint, what we've tried to do is put the customer first, just like any good business. So I'm hoping the visitors won't see drastic cuts in a lot of areas. There'll still be somebody at the kiosk during normal business hours. Those hours are shortened to banker's hours, basically 8 to 5. You won't see toilets being cleaned as often. They might be less frequent in cleaning, but they will be cleaned and sanitized. And lifeguard service, although the beachgoer won't see it, there won't be that backup or that additional support really close by when the emergency occurs.
But the biggest cuts come from maintenance.
Maintenance, we've seen approximately a $65,000 cut in temp help. Again, we're trying to hide that. Projects like trail improvements, that's a big area right now that you're seeing some concern. We're having a lot of slow work progress.
San Diego State Assemblywoman Lori Saldana says it was a difficult but necessary decision to cut services at the parks.
Well, the first proposal was to close the parks completely, and those of us who know how important parks are to the state pushed back very hard against that proposal. And so having them closed a few days a week is a setback, but it doesn't mean entire closures. We're still analyzing the local economic impacts, but statewide, state parks generate over $4 billion in revenues through people that are visiting the state, as well as state residents who are going to campgrounds. They're spending money as they travel. All the businesses around the state parks benefit from that. People are buying food, they're buying camping supplies. So state parks are really an economic engine for the state. I think what we always want to look at when we make cuts like this, let's analyze the impacts of those cuts. Are we really saving money, or are we costing us more in the long run, and how do we mitigate that?
About 32 million people visit San Diego each year, and many come to enjoy the beaches, parks, and open spaces.
When you think about San Diego, you think about the beaches, you think about the weather, you think about all of the great attractions that San Diego has to offer. So it's a very key, important element in the overall promotion of the destination. Over time, when you think about the value of clean beaches and facilities that both local and visitors can use, it's really important to the overall appearance and the feel that the destination is a place you want to be in. So in the long run, I think there might be some negative impacts that we have to be concerned about. In San Diego, it's an $8 billion economic impact. Tourism is the third, I think it's second, but we say it's the third most impactful business in San Diego, and it needs to be kept strong.
For Brian Ketterer, the cuts are a reason to reassess how state parks are run.
I think the great thing about this budget cut itself is that it's making state parks look at things in a different light. We've always been dependent on volunteers, but we've never been proactive in searching them out. And I think this budget cut and this economy is asking us to do just that.
Now, there are nearly 300 state parks in California, and more than 100,000 jobs are dependent on park visitors spending money at local businesses. We want to know what you think about this. Log on to kpbs.org/SDweek and leave us a comment. For KPBS, I'm Sharon Heilbrunn.